This is Adam Rosh from Roshcast, and I want to welcome you to another episode of The Reveal, where I will take you inside the mind of a test taker to deconstruct and connect the dots of a board-style question so you can become a better student, transform how you learn, and excel not only on high-stakes exams, but also in your general medical knowledge. So let's get started. We have a 76-year-old man who presents to the emergency department with shortness of breath and lightheadedness. Vital signs are blood pressure 70/56, heart rate 124, respiratory rate 22, temperature 37.6. Distended neck veins and dropped radial beats on exam. His lungs are clear to auscultation, but his heart sounds are distant. He has some fullness to palpation of the right upper quadrant. Which of the following is the most appropriate diagnostic test? So this is a two-step question. We need to first identify the pathological process and then come up with what is the most appropriate diagnostic test. So I think let's find out what this process is. And if we look at our clinical vignette, we have an older gentleman here, and some of the key takeaways: his blood pressure is terrible. It's hypotensive 70/56 with a very narrow pulse pressure here. Heart rate, he's tachycardic. He's a little tachypnic here, and his temperature is 37.6. So he's afebrile, not consistent with a infectious process. Physical exam is the clincher here. We have distended neck veins. When I see distended neck veins, I think of just a few things: tension in thorax, pericardial tamponade, maybe right-sided heart failure with some liver congestion. Ultimately, what we're getting here, though, is a hypotensive patient who's tachycardic with distended neck veins, clear lungs here, and distant heart sounds. So there's something in between the stethoscope and the heart, and it's going to be fluid. So this looks like pericardial tamponade. And once we know this is tamponade, let's identify what the best diagnostic test is for that. Okay, chest radiograph. Well, it's definitely going to show an enlarged cardiac silhouette, most likely because of a pericardial effusion. However, it cannot tell us tamponade physiology and can't show us tamponade, so that's not going to be the best test. A CT scan of the chest, this is specifically an angiogram. That may be good for an aortic dissection, which could be associated with tamponade. However, it's not the best test for tamponade, especially the patient has to leave the emergency department and go into the radiology suite to obtain this. So definitely not the best one, and is not dynamic at all. It's not going to necessarily show tamponade physiology. The other kind of possibility here is an ECG, an electrocardiogram. This is classic, right? Electrical alternans is associated with pericardial effusion / tamponade. However, it can't ever confirm tamponade physiology. And so this is going to be not the best test. It can be used to help us identify effusion and tamponade, but really bedside echocardiography is going to show us dynamic evidence of tamponade, maybe some ventricular collapse. It will show pericardial effusion. It could be done at the bedside. So there's no doubt that for me, this is going to be the best answer here. So let's select A, click next, and sure enough, bedside echocardiography or bedside echo is the correct answer. Hey everyone, before you go, if you're interested in your own QBank, whether you are an MD or DO, a PA, or an MP, simply go to RoshReview.com and sign up for a free trial. See if Rosh Review's content is right for you. Keep learning, keep working hard, and always have a sense of mission about your work. Now is your time. This is Dr. Adam Rosh, signing off.